everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video because the month of November isn't quite over, but I've got a few books here that I've finished already, and actually I need to take them back to the library. But I wanted to do a video in which I get to show them to you because one, I don't really want to edit pictures in, and two, I just find videos where the person actually shows you the physical book and to be just more interesting and more enjoyable to watch. So that's the kind of video I'm going to do for you guys today. It's just going to be a couple books that I've read so far this month. I still plan to do a lot more reading over Thanksgiving break, and hopefully there will be more books to add in like a final recap. So this will be kind of like the halfway point and what I've read so far this month. The first book, which I'm going to do a review of just after this because I really want to go into a lot of depth about it, is The Happiness of Pursuit by Chris Guillebeau. And he has a blog called The Art of Nonconformity. He's written other books called The $100 Startup and several different things like that. It's a nonfiction. It's all about finding a quest or a purpose or passion, direction in your life, having a goal that you want to achieve. The subtitle is Finding the Quest That Will Bring Purpose to Your Life. So I will go all into detail on this. I absolutely love this book. I just tore through it. I couldn't wait to read it, and my boyfriend read it too, and he loved it, and so I'll be talking a lot about that more in depth when I review it fully. Then the next book that I read was the next one that I'm going to show you that I read from this list was As You Wish by Carrie Elwes, and this is called Inconceivable Tales from the Making of The Princess Bride. And this was all about a behind the scenes about his experience working on the film. It has pictures in it. I showed it when I first got it from the library, but there's one of the pictures. It's got just a lot of other, let me find a good picture to show you guys, behind the scenes pictures. Really cool. It's got some commentary from some of the actors, producer, director, and it's just all about the movie, how it got made, what happened to it after it was made, and things like that. Really fascinating, and of course highly recommended for anyone who is a fan of this series or of the book or of the movie or anything like that, which I think a lot of people are because it is such a beloved book. Then the next one that I read was The Choose Your Own Autobiography by Neil Patrick Harris. It's right here. I read this. I don't think I'm going to do a full review on it because I don't really have a lot to say about it. If you love Neil Patrick Harris or any of his TV shows, his work, things like that, then definitely read this. It was really interesting to get to know him. Of course, I mean, he wrote the book himself, but I mean, he sounds like such a really cool guy, such a good person, and I don't think he's going to write anything negative about himself in his own book, but he really does seem like he has a great heart, and his story is really fascinating. I love the unique concept. That's really what drew me in because I love unique books that have cool structure or just have something different about them, like, Horror Store that was, based on an IKEA catalog. It really drew me in. I didn't enjoy it that much, but it always captures my attention. Same with this one. It's a very cool concept. However, I will just say, since I'm not going to do a full review on it, I don't know. It jumps around, like you can see here. I'll show at the bottom. Go to this page, go to that page. So it's really not a book that you're supposed to read straight through. But it really kind of just, bothered me because I wanted to make sure I read everything, and I feel like if you jump around from page to page and kind of follow the story and actually do the choose your own adventure and, read it in whatever order you want, you're going to miss some parts. And so I just would, sometimes I would flip forward to see different things, but in general I read it from start to finish. So I don't think that's how he intended it to be read, but that's just how I read it because I felt like I was going to get overwhelmed. I would need like Post-it notes or stickers or something to try and see like, okay, where did I read? What did I miss? I don't want to miss anything. I don't know how that structure really works. You're just going to end up missing something. And there were even a few sections where he was like, there's no page, other page that directs you to this page. So like you would have missed those pages, and there were, little cool things like that. But There are also pictures in this book, of course, so that's nice to see him, as he grew up, his different roles, pictures of him with his kids when they were born, which is such a really cool and sweet story. It was very funny, it was entertaining, it was a really enjoyable read. Just the choose your own adventure, well, it's really unique. I don't know that it really worked that well for me or that I enjoyed it all that much, but that's fine. I'm still really glad I read it. Then the next book I read was Super Spy by Matt Kindt. This is a graphic novel all about spies. I think I mentioned it quite a while ago because I got it from the library and I started it. I got maybe, a few pages in, and then I just left it because I was reading other things. Here, I'll just show you some of the artwork in it. And I was really kind of tempted not to finish it. But then I started reading it again and I quickly got into it. I think this book, I enjoyed it. Probably not as much as I could have because I feel like a lot of the characters, I couldn't really differentiate from them, and some would appear in one area and then show up again in another, and I'd be like, wait, what is this person? But I just wanted to read it, just because I didn't want to leave it unfinished. So I didn't really get as much out of it as I probably could have. It probably needed to be read a little bit better, and I don't know, maybe some of the graphics could have been drawn a little clearer to really remember who was who and remember some of the characters better. But I love books about spies. I love graphic novels, so I did really enjoy that too. Then I'm going to show you one more book, which I actually have abandoned. I was really excited for this, and it's Heroes Are My Weakness by Susan Elizabeth Phillips. And this was, supposed to be really gothic, hints and references to Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca, which I absolutely love that book. So I thought, okay, this is going to be like a light kind of version. But I am not going to finish this. I got, what is this, how many pages? 104 pages in, so to chapter 8, and I just realized, no, this is not the book for me. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not going to waste my time. Reviews that I read kind of confirm my suspicions that this is just not for me. So yeah, it just didn't work out for me. I like the cover. I like this inner portion. It's really beautiful. So, and it's also, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of sparkly, like there's, some glitter. This page also is very iridescent, kind of pearly, so it's a very beautiful book, physically, but the story just wasn't for me. It was a little, I don't know, I could do a video maybe on it if you want, but I don't really want to spend too much time dwelling on things that I don't read or, that I don't like. But suffice to say, it just wasn't for me. So that's it for now. There are a couple other books I've read, but I'll save those for the video with the rest of the books I read this month because I don't have physical copies of them. Some are graphic novels that I read on the iPad, some are things I read on the Kindle, stuff like that. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Currently, the big book I'm reading is Gone with the Wind, which I've been wanting to read for a while. I looked for a physical copy at a recent book sale. I couldn't find it. They do have a copy at the library, but it's hardcover and it's massive, and it's just a really heavy book, so I'm reading that on my Kindle right now. I'm really enjoying it. Definitely not going to finish it this month, which is totally fine. I'm just reading it slowly and savoring it. So this is what I've read so far in November. If you've read any of these books, then I'd love to hear how you enjoyed them, didn't enjoy them, what your comments were, and if you have any questions about the books or about, if you think you would enjoy them, or if you have some questions or reservations, let me know. If you've read Neil Patrick Harris's, let me know what you thought of the choose your own adventure aspect of it. Did that irritate you? Was it enjoyable? I never read choose your own adventure books, so I don't have a fondness for them, which inspired this book, but if you did you like that? And if you love The Princess Bride, are you planning to pick this book up and read all about the movie? So that's it for now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.